back to the channel if you're one of my 12 subscribers. And welcome to For the Others. Today, we're going to be reacting to France's rather dominating performance against Ukraine in a 2-0 finish, reacting to specifically L'Équipe's grading of all the players. So I'll basically react to those and share their analysis while sprinkling a little bit of mine in there. Now, before I do that, let me just give you a high-level overview of my soccer background. Oh, and before I actually do that, I do want to preface, yes, I know this isn't the best background, okay? I know the audio is great, and I know the camera is, and lighting is I put effort into it, but is it the best? No. And that's okay. I just want to get this video out, and I will work to get better each time on the way. Fine. Now that we've got that out of the way. Drinking this Trader Joe's sparkling strawberry juice beverage. It's actually very good. They say there's no added sugar, but it sure tastes like it. It's like strawberry. It's actually really good. All right, guys, so let's get down to business. I'm done with all the fluff and stuff. My first, overview thoughts of this past France-Ukraine game. Thought France looked great. I haven't seen a good France play in quite some time, so to see them come out with a couple goals, more than one, without any sort of penalty kick, was great. I thought that there was a lot of different players that shined, and it was great to see them, and I'm very excited for what's to come and the World Cup that's coming up around the corner, 2026 in it. Okay, guys, let's get down to business. I want to start with, to me, what was a highlight, stand out, point blank, period, best player of the day on that field. And that was Olise. He was great. I had heard of him. I had seen him. I had not been wowed by him. But watching that game, I was. I really thought that he showed that he's capable of scoring goals. Not only did he score, but even after that, he was still putting shots up, even though they didn't go in. It's still nice to see that a player has the confidence and risk-taking abilities to shoot. I was very excited about him, and I would love to see more of him. I am sure, some people might say like he just had a great day, but I just think it shows his potential for this France team. So L'Équipe gave him an 8. They say his first half was, quote, a model of accuracy. He launched Barcola at the start of the action, made Tribune shine with another left-footed shot, and he had fun combining with the others. I do think he works well with the team. A little less flamboyant after that, sure, but still strong at the origin of the action on that second goal. True. Okay, guys, let's move on. We don't have all day here. Mignon, the keeper, they handed him a 6. Can you believe it? What does a keeper have to do nowadays to get a 10? He had a shutout. They say he had a crucial save to make, and he did so on a free kick, which he got down to deflect with his left hand. It was enough to keep the team in the game before deflecting a final Ukraine attempt with his foot, okay? Give him an 8. Give him a 7. A 6. Fine. Now, this 6 I will agree with. Koundé, there's not much to criticize about his performance except for a lack of offensive risk-taking at times and some plays who could have crossed first and accelerated his team's play. Agreed. Like, he didn't add much to the game. I loved seeing like a Hernandez out there back then. I've never been like the biggest Koundé supporter, even though I hate being mean. I'm sure he's great and a good human. I want someone else out there, okay? And that's fair. I'm allowed to say that. Konate, his header save off the line after oh my god, guys, this was crazy. Konate literally went back into France's goal and pretended to be keeper for a second and headed the ball out and basically saved France a goal. So that was great to see. They handed him a 6. Fine. They say his repositioning to the right of the central defense allowed him to have more reference points and deliver a performance more in line with his level. I thought pretty much, yeah, our whole defensive line was pretty good. Okay, Upamecano, 7. He was the defensive leader. I thought he was great. Despite a very intense duel with Dovpik, the defender once again proved that this team couldn't do it without him. Fair. Worthy. I truly didn't even notice him, and I watched every minute of the game. They gave him a 6. They say, in a team that wants to press so high up the pitch, his aggression was important. He played a lot on his flank, but Bradley Barcola provided little service, preventing him from fully exploiting his crossing ability. I think that's why it wasn't him. He didn't get the ball that much. What can you do? I can relate. I play Volo. It's a pickup soccer league for adults. And if my brother doesn't go, I sometimes don't get the ball because he's sometimes the only person who will pass it to me voluntarily. Tchouaméni, an 8. I agree. He was fabulous. They write he's always solid. He made a good return and then moved forward with a shot that was too far across. Valuable tackles, composure, and a magnificent opening to give Kylian Mbappe the second goal. I think he's a fabulous player. I really love having him on our defensive line. Next, Kone, they handed him a 7. He was at ease in all registers. I agree. You know, if he loses the ball, he's the kind of player that's going to run back and get it. And I felt like that showed. They said he recovered a hot ball or backheeling to create a great opportunity for Mbappe. And he was just consistent throughout the game. Agreed. Ooh, guys, the next one. They gave Doué a 5. And I could see why, but as a PSG fan, I know how much potential he has, and he just didn't have his best game out there. And I know he can do better than that, and it just didn't show. So I hope that Deschamps keeps him out there a lot and doesn't, move him to the bench, which I don't think he would given how amazing he is. But they write he attempted over complicated moves, which is fair. I mean, but Mbappe does that too and loses the ball too. Doué just didn't have a goal to kind of make that okay. But anyway, they say it led to him losing balls. His first shot was too soft. Guys, I can relate to that. I know nobody asked, but I do have to tell this story. In my last Volo, it was the championship, my soccer league, and it was a penalty kick, and I had to take one. I literally planned, I was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot to the far right side. I felt calm. I actually felt confident going up. My foot had, I guess, not communicated with my brain and decided to go straight down the middle with a soft roll, to which the keeper responded by just slowly grabbing the ball. I then had to turn around to all my teammates and face what I had done. Thankfully, everyone else made theirs and we won. And I was able to sleep that night. Anyway, so I can relate to his shot being too soft, but he also made an impact with a good pass to Tchouaméni. With a right calf injury, he was replaced by Ousmane Dembélé, who was not feeling well before coming off with a right thigh injury. A little bit of controversy with Deschamps putting some injured players out there. We will get to that soon. Barcola. I thought Barcola was great. They gave him just a 6. Fine. I would have given him a 7. I thought he was a great playmaker. They write he was very generous. He pressed effectively and offered the opening goal. He left too much energy in his successful first half and disappeared afterward. That's fair. Before missing the target in an excellent position, he was replaced by Rabiot. I personally think I prefer Barcola over Rabiot, but I would like to know what you guys think about that. Mbappe, just a 6. I think he should have gotten a 7. He scored a goal. I don't know, he showed that he's capable of taking guys one-on-one and then actually finishing. And I think we obviously didn't have much goal scoring from him the last Euro tournament. But they wrote he often lacks something, a little precision or a better balance of passes to really cause damage. His performance was frustrating but saved by a goal which secured the victory. And he finished badly by wasting a great ball from Tchouaméni. He did have a poor shot. I'm still leaning, this was a good game from Mbappe. Deschamps. They handed him a 7. Fair, I think fair. The continuation of his 4-2-3-1 formation with Olise starting at 10 was a success, as was his team's collective expression despite a more painful second half. Fair. I think France got comfortable and kind of let Ukraine do a little too much before they finished off with that goal. However, it was also necessary to mention Dembele's thigh injury, which he brought on at halftime after only one collective training session. Yeah, I could see that being controversial. Even PSG sent France's team a letter basically saying, what the heck, our players are injured and you're putting them out there. I'm not sure what those conversations look like between Dembele and Deschamps. I lean towards it's not the smart move because the player could get injured again and then you're not going to have him at all. And Dembele is one of my favorite players that exists on this planet Earth of ours. But I don't really have a strong take on it like I've seen other people have. Anyway, guys, they don't do subs. So that brings us to the end of all these players. So overall, like I said, I think it was a pretty good game and it made me excited as a fan to watch them continue playing in these qualifiers. They face Iceland up next and I'm excited to just see who else shines, if there's new players that come forward and make me go, whoa. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Would it kill you to subscribe? No, I'm kidding. But if you had a spare subscribe to throw out. 12 is a good number though, which is what I have now. So I'm not mad about it. And I do like even numbers. So if there's one of you trying to pair with a buddy to get it to 14. No, I'm just kidding. I will take a 13. Seriously, guys, thanks for watching. Allez les bleus. Okay, bye.